Hello there, Ray here. Oh, what? No. Okay. And we're here on our snapshot testing world. Today we're going to look at a cool little trick that one of the fellow ProtoTech members, Johnny595, discovered while he was doing some more testing in 1.15. Now if you guys don't know who Johnny595 is, he's the guy that also came up with a whole bunch of cool stuff that you can do with the chunk resetting glitch. And in his video, he showed how you can get an extremely rare villager which only has a 1 in 400,000 chance of spawning in your world. So if you guys haven't already seen his video, I'll link it down below. And be sure to go ahead and subscribe to him as well, as he's going to come out some more cool tricks that you can do with the saved chunk state. And if you guys enjoyed looking at these glitches that come up during the snapshots, be sure to participate during our snapshot stream, which is every Wednesday and Friday. And you can be right there as we come across these new discoveries. And you can find all the links which I use to notify you guys about the streams down below. Now let's take a look at those weird redstone glitches that Johnny came across.
A redstone dust, and it's diagonal of another redstone dust, it won't update the first one. Like that. But it still works when you power it, and it doesn't update it. Though it's just visual-ish. I mean, it's not visual. It looks like it's facing that way, it is facing that way, but because of the way redstone works, it actually faces the right way.
Really? So if I put a piston over here, oh, that updates it.
You updated it.
Oh.
You can do that since a piston is transparent.
Uh-huh.
You can do that, and it'll
break it. So now what happens when you power it?
It'll do the first piston, because
so it's not pointing this way.
It looks like it's pointing that way, and even the redstone is pointing that way. Well, I mean,
it looks like it's pointing that way, but it's not powering that way.
Redstone doesn't take into account the way the redstone looks. It just takes into account basically the way it's arranged.
Interesting. So even though it's pointing that way, it's only powering in front of it. That's pretty crazy. So this example here, you have the redstone dust pointing 4 different directions. But if you place something over it updates. Huh, that's weird.
It only if you update the top, it'll update the whole redstone, but if you just place it on a side, it'll only update that side.
So what I think is happening here is very similar to do with like nether portals, like floating nether portals. And then if you put a block like on this side, it doesn't update. It doesn't update the portal. But if you put a block on this side, it'll update it. So look at the hitbox of the redstone, and if you put like a block on this side, it's not going to update because it's not touching it. See, it's not technically touching it. If you put a block on this side, it's touching it, and therefore it's going to update it.
There is one exception to this, but I'll show you real quick. You can update the other side.
So you put it on like this, put down some redstone dust on each side, put a piston, put a block, and then power it. And since the block wasn't up here, didn't update this. You do the same thing to all the sides.
Though it does update the redstone signal, just not the way the redstone is facing.
Cool. Ah, yeah. Yeah, if it's on, it breaks it. Oh, you put a block above it, it updates it. I turned it into a dot, so it must check above it, even though it's not directly touching it. So it's interesting how it's like pointing this way and facing that way. And even if I relog, it's gonna look the same. Oh yeah, so even when we come back after relog, it looks the same, but it works the other way. Huh. So it's like a visual in a way. And if you right click it, it doesn't like update or anything. It's like this redstone dust looks like it's turning that direction, but it doesn't turn it on at all. Yeah, it's not like it needs to be updated or anything like that. I like this. This looks really cool. It's too bad you couldn't use this trick to make it look like redstone was creeping down an entire wall.
You can kind of fake doing that if the wall is made of glass and you're looking at it from the bottom.
Ah. So I put redstone dust here. This looks pretty funny. It looks like it's going up to power this piston here. Whoa. Dang, random games. I got flame arrows? That looks so wicked. Does this kind of look weird, Johnny? How it looks like the redstone going up to this one here?
Wait, how does the one over here power it?
Because it's actually a dot, and the dot's powering all this in the circle. It's powering all these here. Got guys flying in the minecarts using that fishing rod minecart trick that I showed you guys.
No, you could do that.
I mean, but yeah, I showed that video like 3 weeks ago. I can't believe I missed the one of the craziest things I've ever discovered.
Okay, I think I'm stuck. Okay, this failed. That failed real quick.
So the way you make this one is you just put the redstone over the top of it and then put blocks in here and then push the piston. So if you power this, it's going to break it, but it's not going to update the side one. That's pretty cool. It'd be cool if it actually did power stuff the way it was facing. I don't know, is there anything else you can do with this? You can make it turn different direction, make it creep up a wall, but as soon as you like break the bottom piece, the other stuff's gonna break as well. Break that, everything else breaks. Of course, random games. Got the craziest looking commands going on around him. Is that like a lot of entities? Oh wow, that's 160 entities. How many different commands is that? Using a function with a bunch of commands. That looks pretty wicked. 74 commands. If you guys like to see the tutorial on that crazy fire arrow tornado that Random Games made, you can find the link down below. So what were we doing over here, Johnny? The note block here.
Oh, I was just showing how you kind of pretend that some blocks are actually transparent.
Ah, I see. So you make it look like the redstone's going from the bottom all the way up to the top.
You can't get it to creep the edge of that block because whenever you put something on top, it'll update it.
So with this setup here, he's trying to mimic what you can do with glass. If you do something like this, you knock out these, and then you put redstone, it can go through the corners and up like this. And he's trying to fake that with this setup here, because typically if you had blocks that weren't transparent like glass, and you did this, we knock out these, and you put redstone here, you see it's actually all individual. Only the very top one connects. So he kind of faked this one and this one here, and this one's actually normal right up here. Now if this trick actually did work with the redstone actually powering stuff, it could mean that you could compact redstone quite a bit more, but it would be really annoying to actually build it like this. I know like in Bedrock, a lot of times redstone points into pistons and other redstone components that don't do it in the Java edition. I think it would be cool if we had a tool that would allow us to turn the redstone different directions that we wanted it to turn if it happened to be a different direction than it normally would turn. And that way we could do more stuff with redstone and also compact it quite a bit. This trick is pretty funny how you can get redstone look like it is actually doing something that's not. And as far as we can tell, it doesn't really affect what the redstone actually does when it comes to powering it. And this is also applied to the 1.14 versions, if you guys are wondering that. So this is definitely something we want to collect on the ProtoTech SMP server at our zoo area, where we're collecting every single mob in Minecraft, as well as rare types of blocks, items, and entities in the game. And it's going to look really cool to have these little glitched out redstone pieces sitting about. So we added this to our to-do list for 1.15. And you guys have been asking us for a list to show all the different discontinued entities, blocks, and items between each version. So hopefully I can put together a Google document that kind of shows each of them, or maybe even a world. As currently the only list we really have is our private list, as well as the stuff that we already have on the ProtoTech SMP server. But I do have 2 playlists which you guys can watch that show different rare entities as well as rare blocks and items. So check out those videos if you haven't already. And I'm hoping to make a Google document that is public so you guys can help add different things that you guys discover into our list. So we can have an entire comprehensive list of all the things that change between the versions that you can collect. And if you guys discover something that is discontinued or something that is different in this version that you couldn't do in past versions, be sure to go ahead and tell me. You can always do this in the comments or tweet me, or you can even just private message me on Discord. And I also would like to know what you guys think about this glitch. Do you guys know of any other things that we should test with it? Because it is a pretty funny looking one with redstone just kind of stuck in different various states. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to go ahead and show it with a like, as well as share it with others so they could learn about the new things in the 1.15 snapshots. And go ahead and join us during the streams. We're going to have one this Friday night, which should be a lot of fun. And I would like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.